gonna be fun to do. Cross this divided highway. Good morning, by the way. It is 5:28. Temperature is 60 degrees. I had to get up early and get everything packed up and get out of there before the town folk woke up. Well, let me get it while I can. Ugh. We are on our way to Scribner, Nebraska. It's going to be a long 18 miles. I ran out of gas last night in my cook stove, so no coffee until I get to Scribner. And hopefully they got at least a gas station, but I don't think North Bend had a gas station. I didn't look. I just wanted to get out of there. I didn't want people to recognize me from yesterday. All right, I'm out of here. Gotta love Google's directions. This is County Road 2. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? These are the mornings I love. These are my favorite parts of the day, where just stop on the side of the road for a cigarette break or whatever. Yeah. Run across these. Maple Grove Pioneer Cemetery. Old cemetery. I don't like going into cemeteries. To me, it feels disrespectful for me to go in that cemetery because I don't know nobody here. I feel like I would be intruding. How? Paper towel end up all the way out here. I'm gonna say, being that it's dry, grass is freshly cut, the landscape guy probably accidentally dropped it. Pretty cool though. The white barrels collect rainwater for you to water the flowers that nobody's putting out. Well, take that back. Well, Phillips over there's got some pretty flowers. Alright, I'm gonna get on to the next little adventure. This is gonna be fun because before I went to sleep last night, the battery that was in the trailer that was charging when I got into town had only been on there for maybe an hour. And I knew that. And before I went to bed last night, I was like, oh, I didn't plug that battery on. Oh, it's been on there for a while. It'll be good. Well, I got up this morning. I made sure to plug it in. Well, that's not enough time to show you what I'm working with. Yeah, I'm missing a few bars already. And I've got 10 miles to go yet. I doubt I'm gonna make it, but with that being said, that Jackery was full, so I can pull over on the side of the road like this and sit for a couple hours. I'm in no hurry, because when I get to the next town, I'm just gonna be sitting in a shelter anyways, doing the same thing. Now, since I left so early this morning, chances are what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pedal these next 10 miles, get to that town around 8 in the morning, and then I'll just get my coffee, get something to eat, which I just ate a Cliff Bar, so I probably actually won't even do that. I gotta pick up a couple more Cliff Bars. Casey's got a good deal on those, 2 for $4, $2 a piece. So every morning I try to find a Casey's, pick me up a couple of them. And that usually ends up being my breakfast and a snack. I usually don't eat a lunch. Oh, I don't eat much. No wonder I'm losing weight, huh? Alright. I don't know if you guys can see that down yonder. That big old hill I get to start off with on this half-dead battery already. Alright, let's get it. This is what it's all about. Wonder what that's for. 332. No idea. Thought you guys might enjoy that. Actually, you guys will probably enjoy this even better. And no, I don't mean watching me get up. I did, however, realize that water's probably upside down flowing for you. Pulled up at first, thought that was a walking bridge. Duh. That's for the irrigation when they're going around so they can cross it. There's the irrigation way out there. I had a friend of mine make something for the end of those, because when they'd work on them, you got a guy out here replacing heads. Well, the controller's way over here at the center, so he'd radio ahead and tell the guy, all right, go ahead, try it. No, shut it off. The guy'd have to shut it off. He created a box to put over those controllers, so you're out there working on it with a remote control on, off. I'm like, that was brilliant. But how many people did you just put out of work? Oh. Alright guys, I'm letting my batteries charge a little bit because I got that 1 bar flashing. And like I said, I just put that other battery on the Jackery. And well, I still got 6 miles to go. So this ought to be fun. That threw my equilibrium off. It's either him driving by or that greenery brake. I don't know. Move, cow. Woo. Ah. I was sitting here changing batteries. Truck comes up. Slow rolling me, look at me, I'm changing batteries, he passes me, turns around, comes back. Where you going? Where you coming from? Going to Scribner. I came from Lorain, Ohio. You're on the wrong side of Scribner to be in from Lorain. I'm like, oh no, I stayed out here at North Bend and we got talking about what was going on, and he's like, oh. He says, well, I just want to let you know, you're going to get questioned out here. He says, we get a lot of people coming out here stealing equipment, the copper off of this equipment we got. He says, so you're going to get questioned. I'm like, I get it. I said, but I don't mind getting questioned because then I get to talk to you and tell you what's really going on, and you get a little different perspective on life. So I don't mind being questioned as long as it's not aggressively questioned. And this gentleman he started off kind of aggressive. He wanted to accuse me of stealing something, I'm sure. And I'm like, go ahead, look through all my shit. Want to smoke a joint while you're doing it? No. All right, let's get rolling. Downtown Scribner. Glory days. Huh. Old brick road. Food mart. Alright, let's go back. I gotta go get a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. I love to see these old buildings and their floors. Spotch Museum. I need to start going into some of these museums. I should have took that lady up on her offer to open up that one museum. Alright, I'll be back. So, I don't know how long I'll be able to record for it. Oh boy, over here at the, I'm not sure what it is. I'll walk around and check it out. It looks like, almost like a fairgrounds, kinda. No, I'm seeing a baseball field. But I wonder if they open up a bar during the baseball games, because I'll show it to you later. But you got this white building, and right next to it is a little pavilion, it looked like. But then I noticed that it had like a counter going all the way around, and then a table set up in the center. No chairs or nothing like that there, but there were benches on the outside of those counters all the way around. I thought at first it was a pavilion. I pulled up, I was like, oh no, it's a corn stand. I thought it was like a farmer's market corn stand or something like that. But now that the baseball field's there, I bet you they set that up as a bar during games. Bright idea. I don't know. Anywho, I am at the city park down here. It's a safe kids zone. They put in the sign. I'll have to read the other signs later, but yeah, I think I better go read them now. Just in case, because I mean, here's the pavilion. And then you got the playground equipment right there. And the first sign I was reading says that it's a place for kids and families. Dodge County Kids Zone, providing a safe, clean place for kids and their families to learn and play. Picnic shelter. And then who's it sponsored by? I just noticed there's another sign over here, and that's what made me go, huh, maybe I better get up and read the other sign. Playground equipment sponsored by. Not responsible for playground accidents. Play at your own risk. But it's a safe place. Oh, come on, people. Okay, that one's not people. There's an animal hole there. When I first pulled up, I started picking up trash. And I do this right next to the dumpster. I do this every time I... Hang on. More sponsors. Dutch County Kid Zone. Oh. Every time I come to these little parks, I'll always walk around and pick up trash first. Oh no, that's a sock. I don't touch clothing. I pick up the trash first before I sit down. I firmly believe in leaving a place better than I found it. But it also irritates me is that I'm walking around picking up trash out of your community park. This is your guys' park. You guys need to be the ones taking care of it. Not everybody's a slob like that. They don't pay attention to their kids when they give them stuff that should be thrown in the trash. But anywho, I am enjoying today so much until I realize I'm stuck here for hours. I will be here till probably about 2, and then I'll ride on to the next town and be there until probably about 10. So, chase and charge. Hard to keep up on it. It's easy to keep up when I got a place to stay and there's electric, because then I can get everything charged. Right now, all I'm doing is fighting to charge one battery that's in the bike and the Jackery, and once that battery's full, then I'll throw that Jackery back on the battery in the cart and take off to the next town, because it takes like 5 to 7 hours to charge one of those batteries, and I've got 2 dead batteries and a partial. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. Oh yeah, stopped at the gas station. Peanut butter cookies. Make them there at the gas station. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not getting a Cliff Bar today, but these will last me all day. Whatever. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that farmer who rolled up on me when I was changing my battery. His first thought was, who's this guy? We've had too much stuff stolen. Let me go get him. And I'm hoping after talking with me that maybe next time he sees somebody, he'll remember me and go, oh yeah, not everybody's bad. So basically what I'm trying to say is all the stuff you guys see on the news and that's polluting your guys' brain about all this bad stuff that's going on, it's not everybody. The world ain't like that. It's a small pocket of people. Out of all the people in the world, most incidents you're talking about one person. Alright guys, got a lot of video editing to do, and I just noticed I have not checked my mileage since January 2nd when I hit 835, so I am sure I'm well past 1,000 miles by now. Let's see. Alright guys, T-storm time and temp 11:24, 71 degrees, clear and sunny skies, quite obviously. Let me turn around here, you guys can see me a little better. So whoops. Still sitting here charging, editing videos, snacking on some food. Got my bird bath, feel like $1,000,000 again. This beard's looking all pretty again. Did the whole bird bath over there at the spigot behind this brown building. Got my pair of dirty shorts out and washed them. They're hanging on the handlebars drying. Towels hanging up behind me here drying. No issues. This town's pretty laid back, quiet. Nobody's even been to the park playing yet. Editing videos, having a hard time. I've been having a hard time trying to get the videos from the computer to my phone. For some reason, between my phone and computer both acting stupid, it keeps telling me there's nothing in the file. There's nothing in the file. Oh, it can't read my phone. So it says there's no file, so there's no file. I can't move the videos from my computer to my phone, and it does it to me all the time. I just gotta keep playing with it. Plug it in, unplug it, plug it in, unplug it, plug it in, and it's getting old. But right now we are working on day 37's video, where I'm leaving Atlantic. And that was the day of the 81-mile bike ride. Oh, man, that was a day. Oh, speaking of miles, I have figured it out. As of yesterday, we are 1,363 miles in. Holy cow. If you'd have asked me 20 years ago, do you think that when you're 57 years old, you'll ride a bicycle for 1,300 miles? The answer would have been a resounding hell no. I gotta remember to clean that a little more often. But we've made it. And by my estimations, we're halfway there with segment 1. So now I'm starting to count down the miles to get back home and visit Mom. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with myself and the channel during that time, because the way I'm looking at it, I'll probably make it back at end of July, early to mid-August, somewhere in between there. And then visiting with Mom, say I'm gonna visit her all of August, June, July, August. Then September comes up, well, that's her birthday. I can't leave on her birthday, so it'd have to wait. And then it's gonna start getting cold. Well, that would actually work out in my favor, because I could start heading straight south and do it backwards. Because what I was gonna do was hit the East Coast and run it down to Florida and then back up and catch those states that I missed on the way back to Ohio. But I could just leave Ohio and run straight down to Florida, then head up after winter. That'll work. I think that's the plan. Alright, I'm gonna get back to editing video, and hopefully I can get these videos transferred over so I can upload them. I think I'm good until tomorrow. What's going on, everybody? It is 10 after 12, sitting here on the phone texting with my sister, and she asked me how the lasagna was last night. I never ate it. I guess I know what I'm having for lunch. And she replied with, oh, now you get to enjoy it cold. I'm like you ain't never ate cold lasagna before, and if you haven't, what the hell are you doing with your life? Anyways, thank you very much to the neighbor across the street from the North Bend Park who brought me over the lasagna and the Gatorade last night. I'm gonna enjoy this now. Alright, T-storm time temp 125, 75 degrees. I'm leaving a half hour sooner than I had originally planned on, but I got looking at it, and the route Google or chat had me going was going to one city, and I pulled it up on the maps. I'm like, why does it look like I'm going southeast? That don't make sense. So then I pulled up the map, and yeah, it had me going like 15 miles southeast to turn around and go up to Dodge. And I got looking at it, and I planned the route from here to Dodge, and it's only 11 miles. I'm like, what? Why? So we're skipping whatever that next city was they had told me to take, and we're going straight up to Dodge. Well, like I said, it's only 11 miles. We'll sit there and throw some more charge in the batteries, and I don't expect that battery will die, so I'll just plug that one back in while I got that one in the trailer charging on the Jackery. Eventually that one's gonna get full and I can move on to that third battery. But let's go to Dodge. Let's sit in the park pavilion there, get some power, And then what should we do after that? Oh, I know, get out of Dodge. I'll give you 2 storms time. How's that? 5 to 2. I haven't gone very far, maybe 3 miles. But I did run into something that I would have to say this is something you see once in a lifetime. You ready? Look at that old church. Steeple's missing, sections of the roof is missing, and we'll get into that. Heard a dang bee, I thought I stepped in a bee's nest. Apparently, I'm guessing they're redoing it. Well, if you see, that side's got newer siding on it, and this side's got some newer siding on it. I don't know if that's old. I feel like those peak outs. Well, there's newer siding there, but that flashing, no, that flashing has just come off. I wonder if that's new. But there's all the roof sections. Got the old wooden shingles. Man, steeples there. I wonder if they poured that concrete block to set it there to make sure it wouldn't get damaged anymore. That's bad. Oh, it's got the bell in it too. Oh, sweet. I'm not trying to get close because private property, I'm sure. Right next to the Trinity Cemetery. Look at all them old headstones. Wow. It's not locked. You guys want to walk through? I don't think anybody will mess with my bike. I wonder what the oldest date is. You can find. Died December something 1892. Wow. Love these old cemeteries, the looks of them. Aged 40 years. Now you never see that anymore. Aged 40 years and 27 days. Died, it looks like 1882. William Wigand. 73, 1 month and 10 days. Wow. There's another Wigand. I hate seeing them ones, the broken ones. Well, I'm gonna go back, get my phone, take some photos. They're still putting people out here apparently. Those are newer headstones back there. Wow, this is what I love about this trip. Being able to stop and see something like this. It's not something you, like I said, this is a once in a lifetime thing. You don't get to see this every day unless you live in the house next door. And then you're probably sick of seeing it. There's another thing. Quit taking advantage of what's around you. Things you get sick and tired of seeing every day. Somebody else may come in and go, wow, look at that. That thing is huge. That is a massive, massive church. Would have loved to have seen that in its heyday. Alright guys, I'm gonna go back to the bike, get my phone and snap off some pictures. And I will be right back. Don't get very far before somebody says, hey, you know what, you need another break. This one's got one of those little placards on it too. That one's $5.88. I wonder if all the bridges are numbered, which I'm sure they are. But who keeps records of it? The people back in the day go, yeah, take bridge 588 over to Bertha's house. I had down there, it looks like a drum to a washing machine, a tire. I wonder what that is. It looks like a cement drainage pipe. I'm gonna sit here and you know, enjoy the scenery. I'm not seeing a Dollar General. Thought they had Dollar Generals everywhere. Where are they? Hey, how you doing? Oh, T-storm time and temp, 4:15. 79 degrees. Wildfires near me. Anderson Bridge, 222 miles away. 17,000 acres. Wow. Afraid for the people in that area. So I find myself in Dodge. And I know I said we were going to get out of Dodge. Apparently not. It is 4:15 now. If I let that battery sit there and charge full, it will be in between about 9, 10 o'clock by the time that battery fills. And I had a conversation with somebody, and I won't say anything more about this person, but I trust his insight and knowledge of the area. And I was talking to him because somebody else had told me that there's 2 campers out here camping. And he says, well, basically he lives there. And I was like, all right, so camping available, so let me, I might have to kill those lights. So let me look it up. Well, I looked online. There was no mention of any kind of camping at this park. So, with that being said, without being able to talk to somebody from the city, then, and there's no, if you're camping, put your money here type deal like Adair had. So that leads me, plus there's a sign as you come in, park closed from dusk to dawn. So that leads you to believe there's also no camping here. But I talked to this person and he's like, well, how long were you planning on camping for? I thought I'd just overnight, get up about 5 o'clock in the morning, pack up, and head on down to my next spot, next destination. Oh, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. He says, don't nobody come back here. See these pine trees right there? I can post up in there and, oh, well, there is a road there. If the one cop in town was to patrol, he'd turn around there and he would definitely see me. But there's definitely lots of other spots I could post up at. I mean, look at all these trees. Let's walk around, shall we? Got a baseball field over there. Bathroom on this pavilion. Excuse me. Plenty of outlets. Nice baseball field for a small little town. They claim 600, I think, is the population. Horseshoe pits. One not used very often. One used quite a bit more. Over there is a big baseball diamond, swimming pool. Got beach volleyballs, playground right there by the pavilion I'm at. But like, look at this. Look at this. It's on a little bit of a slope, but it ain't that bad. And I will bet I could get away with that. Yeah, there's so many pine trees around here. And you got this big one. I could post up right there. It's on a slant though. I'd be better off posting up right here. To be honest, a lot thicker coverage. Ah, there's another baseball field. Yeah, like 4 baseball fields here. Must be a pretty big baseball town. Huh. Alright. So this is where I'm staying. Let me get back there and I'll show you guys what I'm having for dinner tonight. This is going to be a little different. Alright guys, let's see. T-Storm, time and temp. 79. No, I'm not in Scribner. Try this again. 528 with the temperature at 81. I want to go back to Scribner now. Anywho. So, dinner for tonight. I'll tell you what I was going to do, but now I'm thinking of leaving something out. But I got this Bear Creek cheddar potato soup. This makes a half a gallon of soup, right? 8 servings. So what I'm going to do is split this into thirds. And I'm going to make a third of this tonight. But you guys remember the elbow macaroni? When I made the macaroni and cheese the other day? Well, I still got that. My original thought was add a can of tuna to it. But what I'm thinking now is just hang on to that tuna. And I can use that for wraps for another time. Makes more sense. I don't need to add it to that soup. And I got another meal out of it. So it's a free meal, basically. I'll make that here in a little while. I got to split that soup up yet. I've got 2 Ziploc baggies that the lady from the park with the lasagna had given me yesterday. I got those. I drank one of those liquid IVs she gave me. Probably should drink the other one. And then, well, no, because didn't I have a Gatorade today too? No, I didn't. I could drink another one, but should have got a Gatorade is what I should have done. Sorry, I'm rambling. So we got that. Jackery's charging. The e-bike battery in the e-bike is charging. When it gets dark, I will ride the other side of the pine trees down to that last tree, which is right by right field fence, and that's where I'll post up. I'll leave one of my batteries over here on the charger. I don't think anybody will come and mess with it. Set an alarm for 5 o'clock again. Get up, pack my shit up, come sit in this shelter again. As far as I'm concerned, the shelters open up at 6. I don't know what time sunrise is, but dusk to dawn is what they say. Oh, that's the plan. I'm just going to sit here, watch some videos. Caught one of Nomadic Camping Adventures reviews. He's got that bodega cooler. A pretty good review too. You should check it out if you're in the market for a cooler that can be used as a fridge electronically or a freezer. You know, one thing I didn't know, I don't know if, I doubt it does, but he said it's got a thing that where you can add water to it to make ice, I guess. I wonder if it's got a drain plug so you can use it for an actual cooler, because he said you could use it for a cooler, a fridge, or a freezer. So, and he got it, and his plans are using it in a new camper he got to have at least 2 weeks of frozen meat so they don't have to go to the store every day like I have to. I'm not carrying a big cooler though. Anywho, I'm gonna get off here, watch a few more videos, and I will holler at y'all later. Alright y'all, 6:30. Dinner is served. Would really be good with that. Some salt and pepper. I don't have any. Anywho, I'm gonna dig in right after these messages from our sponsor. Amen. Ooh. That's some thick soup. Oh, that's not bad. Bear Creek, I don't know if you guys have ever had them. It's like $5 a bag, but like I said, it makes a half gallon. I split mine in half. Noodles aren't done. I'd split mine in half. That's about right, I guess. Oh, it's good. You know, it'd make it better. Oh, hot sauce. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I will get back to you later. Right now, yeah, that's right. More editing. Oh, T-storm time. 9:15. This is the worst part of my day. The most anxious I get. The most nerve-wracking. Is waiting for it to get dark so I can get out of here and make my way down over there and get my tent set up and go to sleep. But it is still too bright out. People still walking through the park, driving by, And every one of them that looks at me, I'm like, oh no. But I am going to go ahead and sign off for now for today. Great day, man. It was a peaceful day. I loved it. Sitting at that babbling brook, I sat there for probably an hour just listening to that babbling brook and the birds chirping. No other sound around. It was great. And then that church, that was pretty cool. I like seeing that church. A lot of good sights today. Anyways, starting from the time I got in the North Bend till now has been a complete turnaround on my experience coming back into Nebraska. And I know every day is just going to keep getting better. Alright, I'm going to tune out for tonight. Till next time, keep on keeping on.